Hello, I welcome you to my woman body space. Here in the middle of the city, here in the middle of so much noise, put a blindfold on your eyes. Now, with your eyes closed, breathe. Let oxygen flow throughout your body. This oxygen which now invades you has already invaded ancestral bodies. This same oxygen that you breathe will still invade bodies that will be born. Breathe. Let yourself experience life through the pores of your skin. Feel the air that touches you and everything that surrounds you. Relax. I'll tell you some stories. Let them mark your body, that occupy your soul, that invade your organs. When you leave my woman body space, these stories will be part of you. The case gained repercussion after a video went viral on the internet. A 16-year-old girl was gang raped by young people and had images of the act recorded and published online, where the young woman was shown naked and unconscious. 7 people were involved in the crime that took place in June 2016 on Morro do Barão, in the west zone of Rio de Janeiro. Jessica, another 16-year-old girl, was the victim of a serial murder. She was killed by strangulation and left half naked in a vacant lot in Jacarezinho, north of Rio de Janeiro. It wasn't healthy for him to invite me to his room so late and still receive me in that intimate way. I felt humiliated. Paula was pregnant when she was raped the first time and was about to get divorced when she was raped the last time. The aggressor? Her husband. Not even the daughter was spared. The criminal was also accused of raping his 2-year-old stepdaughter. Women screamed. I didn't speak before out of fear and shame, and now I feel guilty. He asked me to go to the sauna with him. He said, "Go there, take a shower, and come here later so we can talk about your career." She was found inside a suitcase, thrown into a lake on the banks of the Bandeirantes Highway in São Paulo. The victim was 5 months pregnant with twins and was found naked and with a broken neck. The woman screamed. She says, "I'm terrified of working with him." He put his cell phone and card in my pocket and said, "I'll put it there, in front." The women scream. He said, "Hug me properly, damn it." And he hit me and put his hand on me. Her face, back, arms, and lap were burned with sulfuric acid. According to investigations, the action was carried out at the behest of the husband by a police officer hired to carry out the crime. The women scream. Once a cousin convinced me that giving a blowjob was a little game. Listen, you can't ignore a police officer. You are very hot. He said if I was walking down the street alone, it was because I wanted to be raped. When I turned my back, he had already taken off the condom and penetrated me. I was literally lassoed by a guy dressed as a cowboy. I was lassoed like an ox. He came and put his hand on me there in front and squeezed. I was so scared that I didn't react. He grabbed me, he stuck his tongue in my mouth and came out. I've never seen so many hands on my ass. My chest looked like a market tomato. I started to despair. I went into a panic attack. People made my body a public thing, which it is not. It was my body. The crowd grabbed the cameraman and started throwing water and putting their fingers in his anus, completely disrespecting him and doing the same thing to me. "You're my wife. That's what you're good for." I hurt you. I ask for forgiveness. I didn't want to hurt you. Did I hurt you? I'm sorry. I didn't want to disturb your day, your peace, your comfort. Sorry, I thought it would be good to know these stories. Sorry, I thought you would like it. Please forgive me. Take off the blindfolds. I want to say goodbye to you.
plásticas para fazer assim a vida lhe paver.
Milhares de sonhos só para sonhar, miragens que não se pode tocar. Uma canção de um segundo, qualquer emoção agita o mundo. Riso criado por IMS, sexo sem ele o mundo não cresce. Guerra pra matar e morrer, amor que ensina a viver. Foguete no espaço, no mundo infinito, provando que tudo não passa de um mito. É fantástico, da idade da pedra ao homem de plástico, o show da vida é fantástico.
Brazil, 1973, a year called part of the Iron Years, under the presidency of General Emílio Garrastazu Medic, when the military dictatorship reached its peak in our country. Araceli Crespo case, born in São Paulo on the 7th of 1964, died in Vitória on the 5/18, 1973, state of Espírito Santo. The girl, 8 years old at the time, was kidnapped, drugged, tortured, raped, dead and charred. Her body was found in a forest in Vitória, capital of the state of Espírito Santo, completely disfigured and already in a state of composition. The main suspects were Dante de Barros Michelin, called Dantinho, his father, Dante Brito Michelin, and Paulo Elau, who belonged to influential families in Espírito Santo, alongside the military regime. Despite, during the trial, denying knowing the victim, Dantinho and Elau met Araceli's mother, Lola Sanchez. The defendants were acquitted in the second court instance. Recently, on June 12, 2024, Valentine's Day in Brazil, the country's legislative chamber approved an urgent vote for Bill 1904, proposed by Congressman Sóstenes Cavalcante, a member of the far-right conservative Liberal Party. This bill aims to classify abortions performed after 22 weeks of pregnancy as homicide. Abortion is generally prohibited in Brazil, allowed only in cases of rape or anencephaly, and even then only up to the 22nd week of pregnancy, a condition hard to meet due to the lack of medical support in the country. Women can face up to 20 years in prison. Girls and minors can face up to 12 years. The law criminalizing rape in Brazil dates back to 1940, law number 2.848, with penalties ranging from 8 to 15 years in prison. Raped girls and women could end up with harsher sentences than their rapists.